Hey everybody, feel I had to say something about what's going on in this, these times right now. First we had Corona, now we got, people rioting and nonsense and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I felt it was time for a black man to say something because it seemed like black people, need to really stand up and say something, you know what I'm saying? Instead of letting everybody else talk for us because nobody can talk for us but us because we the ones living down in this poverty and it's just times of grief stricken to where we are losing people to a disease that's invisible. And then talk about diseases that's invisible, we would talk about the first disease that is invisible, which is racism. Racism is invisible even when it's shown, because people go around all day showing that they don't like us, and we don't recognize it until they actually put it into action. And this is the bad part, you know what I'm saying? Because we should know automatically if a person is a racist. I'll tell you right off the bat, hey, I don't trust nobody. I don't trust my own people, and I'm black. I don't trust them. I trust a cop before I trust my own people, and that's I know it's a shame to say, especially in these times. But I done been through so much with my people to where they done shot at me coming home from work, jacked me at the basketball court when I'm just trying to play basketball. So I don't have to worry about getting shot at just for fucking no reason coming home from work. You know what I'm saying? Or getting jacked. It's just because I'm trying to play some fucking basketball. You know what I'm saying? By the police. I get that from my own people. You know what I'm saying? In this gang banging stuff. You know what I'm saying? These colors and all this shit, where you from and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, I say all this to say that because, we really got to fix ourselves and what's wrong within our own little communities before we try to even think that we're going to get justice or anything's going to change. We might get the justice for this young man, George Floyd, but we are not going to get any change because we continue to show why the people don't want to be around us. When we go out here, we looting, we stealing, then we fighting each other like the young man in Long Beach. He fighting his own people, letting off fire rockets into the crowd because he don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way all our black children are, because it starts at home. You know what I'm saying? And I know we done talk to our kids about the past riots. You know what I'm saying? During Martin Luther King times, and then with the Rodney King and other indifferences throughout these centuries. You know what I'm saying? Of indifference. And that's why we are in a big predicament that we are today, because we basically let it go and we just kept moving on. But we gotta not forget, and we cannot forgive. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's wrong with us. We done forgave so much that our women are going straight to them. Our men are going straight to them. Our young men thinking that black women are nothing but trash. You know what I'm saying? And it's a stigma that is really just hindering us from growth. We are not going to be able to grow and have what we want if we continue to treat each other like we are trash. We get that enough from other races, but it's even worse when we sit there and we look at each other. I heard a few rappers sit there and say, "Oh, if you ain't got as much money as me, you ain't on my level, and I don't want to talk to you." I mean, really? If I ain't got as much money as you don't want to talk to me for real? You don't want to be around me? Okay, that's the way you feel. And that's all black people feel. They feel that they got more than the next black man, then they feel that they better, and they can sit on there and crush them and step on them and treat them like garbage. You know what I'm saying? So this is what we get from everybody else out there in society, because that's the way we treat each other. And this is going to continue to happen as long as we continue to think that this is okay. You know what I'm saying? To sit here and say, "Oh, okay, if you ain't on my level, then I don't want to talk to you." You know what I'm saying? What kind of stuff is that? Help me get on your level. Give me a hand up, not a hand out. Show me how to do something that's going to better myself. Show me how I can do this without having to sit here and worry about how I'm going to pay for this and how I'm going to pay for that, when I can actually go out here and use my skills and get the brain set and the skills to actually do it just the same way you did it, my brother, or maybe even better. You know what I'm saying? Is that what you're scared of? If I do what you're doing and I can do it better? Come on now. I mean, we got to stop looking at each other as a threat to each other. We got to actually look at each other like, man, that's my brother, that's my sister, that's my mother, that's my grandma, that's my auntie. This is my family. We may not be blood, but we all family in this. You know what I'm saying? As long as you got this skin, you family. I was talking to I was walking, I called a cat, hey, my brother, and he was black as me, and he was Cuban. He got so offended. I am not black, I'm Cuban, and as long as we continue to accept that they don't even want to acknowledge us as part of it's a part of their family. You know what I'm saying? When you got you the same color as me, because why? We are kin. Cuban, Mexican, I don't give a fuck. If you walk around with this same skin tone, you are the same as me. You are black. You know what I'm saying? And that's where we get shit mixed up and fucked up, because we sit there and we want to put labels on shit. You know what I'm saying? African American. I don't speak a lick of African. I'm black American, but I'm not African American, because I don't speak none of that. I don't know what Africa looked like besides looking at it on TV or in books and pages, and you know what I'm saying, and all these pictures and stuff. That's it. I don't know what their national language is or nothing. You know what I'm saying? This is where I'm from. I'm from America, and I'm fighting to try to get the things done that need to be done. And if we all come together and we do that and we stand together, we would not fail and we would not fall. But as long as we stay divided, we are going to fail and we are going to fall. So all this stuff that's going on right now, it's not going to add up to a hill of beans, and it's going to crumble, because the only people that's going to get the backlash is us. And I seen all them white people out there, but you know who gonna get the backlash? Us. I seen all those Hispanic people out there. You know who gonna get the backlash? Us. We the ones that still gonna continue to get treated like trash, thrown out in the streets into the gutter, and treated like we are nobodies, while everybody else be getting everything that they want and need, and they sit there and say they don't. And I know for sure that's a lie, because my daughter go to school with a whole bunch of Hispanics that don't even speak English, but they got a program with. By them not being able to speak English, they get a check every month just for not speaking English. So who the fuck is gonna win? I mean, wake up. Y'all want to know the fucking truth? Look and see what the hell is going on. Look, when you go to the store, you go buy your food. Who do you see the most that's at that store serving you your food, giving you your order, taking your money, owning the businesses? Only got one black store in this community that I live in, and this is LA. This is South Central LA, but we only got one black business. Everything else is either Hispanic or Asian. Even damn apartment buildings. When we first moved here, a black man used to manage this place, and that was over 10 years ago. And the only thing that's been running it ever since is Hispanics. We got like maybe 3 out of 16 units that's got black people in them. 3 out of 16 units. Come on now. We gotta think smarter than this. We don't need their help, because they don't feel what we feel. All they know is they see something and they feel passionate about it. That's cool. Okay, back to what I was saying. I was kind of interrupted by a call. But this is really a heartbreaking situation that we are going through, and it really is. It hurts my heart, because as long as we sit there and continue to think that we are going to change anything by protesting and by acting a fool, no. They protested so much in the past that right there is just not going to get anywhere. What we need to do is start figuring out a way to change our way of thinking. Which meaning, stop with the gang banging, stop killing your own people, stop robbing from your own people, stop selling the drugs, stop treating your black women like dirt. And we actually pick up the sword and actually protect our people. Not only our communities, but our people in general. We need to protect them. Even if you see a young man getting jumped on, hold on, y'all ain't finna do that. Now, if he got a problem, y'all got a problem with him, you can catch a fair one. Other than that, ain't gonna be no jumping. Ain't gonna be no shooting. We need to quit that. We need to learn how to be the OGs that I grew up around. The OGs I grew up around when I was coming up in the 80s, everything was a fair fight. Y'all gonna get out there, y'all gonna square it out. You know what I'm saying? And then you gonna shake hands after. And I don't want to hear no more about it. Those were the OGs that I remember coming up. Everything that changed so much. But I just had to let that off because this right here is total nonsense. And if we expecting to change something, we have to come up with a better plan. That's the only way we're going to change something. Peace. Much love and be safe out there.